I feel like I've been wanting to do this for years now. Throughout my whole DCC career, I had a lot of questions about my makeup routine and what I did. So here's a little tutorial coming up next, coming for you on how to get this look and what I use. But before then, if y'all would please hit subscribe. I'm going to try and upload a video for y'all every week, once a week. So if y'all have any ideas on what you would like to see, hit your ideas down below, comment them below. And then also please follow me on Instagram. You can keep up with me there. And now enjoy on how to get this look. And as you can see, I am not ready at all, still in my PJs. I always like to pin curl my hair, make sure that it's away from my face. So I'm gonna go do that real quick. I'm just gonna zoom forward and pass through so we don't have to watch that today. First things first, we gotta start with Celsius. My favorite flavor is sparkling orange, and tip, I always drink it with a straw. Since it's colored, I don't like it to stain my teeth, so pink straws for the win. My face is nice and moisturized already, nice and clean, and yeah, let's get started. Starting with my base, I'm going with my lighter shade. It's called Cream Charmoy from Clinique, and I absolutely swear by this. Take a little dab. Never rub or blend like it says Beauty Blender. It's Beauty Dabber. We got a dab. So if y'all have any makeup recommendations or anything y'all think I should try or any techniques, please give them and shout them out down below because your girl could use them. And since I'm not tan, I'm gonna blend it down into my neck. That way there's no like tan-ish and then pale. So blending all the way down, I'm gonna take my Lancome powder. I swear by this also. My mom has been using this back in the 80s. But it's a dual finish and you can either get it transparent color or I have a buff tone. It takes away any shine, helps you blend it in a little bit more. I use this It brush from Ulta, and it's the Brilliant Powder Brush. I will be sure to tag all of the things that I'm using today down below in a link, you know, all the things. But I probably am the only person that does their eyebrows opposite. I always like to gel them in place before filling them in. So I'm gonna let the gel set for a little bit and we're gonna go right into the eyeshadow. This is my favorite palette. Lancome Valentine's Day 12 Shades of Love. So I'm going to get this pinky gold and this gold and blend them together. And that's going to be my base color. I love pinks. I love shimmer. And this palette has it all. So again, blending those two colors and then filling that in into my base. All over my lid. I'm going to take, this color is so worn down, but it's a little bit of a lighter brown and it still has some shimmer to it. So that's gonna be the beginning of my crease. And I fill in that outside corner while I go along into my crease. And I like to stop my crease about right where my eyebrow ends on the inside. I don't like to bring it in any further. And sometimes it's kind of scary to mess around with makeup. But everything is erasable. Everything can be fixed with a makeup wipe, a Q-tip. And always, my tip is when you're trying something new, start light and then you can always add. It's harder to take away, but you can always add. So now I'm gonna take that same color. I'm looking pretty heavy and dark on the top, so now I need to even it out with the bottom. Taking that same brown, now I have my little eyeliner brush. Gonna take that same brown color, taking it under my eye, but only until the inside of the colored part of my eye. That's one thing I've learned the more I have done this, is that your eye will look more open if you don't bring it all the way in. I'm gonna take that same color and then just go over the top a little bit more so it's a little bit more pronounced. And I love these double-sided brushes from It because I use this one for the base. So if I feel like I'm going too dark, I can always just re-smudge and blend in to lighten it up a little bit more. I'm liking where we're headed. This is the weird part of my routine. I just kind of mix and blend until I'm happy. But I'm gonna start adding in darker and pinker colors. So I'm gonna take a dab here on this dark brown, and then this pink color, and then this purple mauve tone, and then this hot pink one, and then I end back with the brown. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm gonna start at the bottom and then make my way up into the crease. Now I'm gonna get that crease brush that I started with and just kind of blend it in. And we want it just to look very nice and cohesive as one color. And I just kind of bounce back and forth from my thin eyeliner smudge brush to the crease brush to my thicker smudge brush. Before eyelashes, I'm gonna eyeline my lid with this liquid liner, Better Than Sex by Too Faced. And this helps to get just a line more prominent to glue to where my eyelashes need to go. Just nice and easy like that. I don't like to do anything too fancy like a cat wing, just a nice little boop at the end. And I always feel like lashes and liner always make a difference when it comes to your final eye look. Like, I'm loving the eye makeup much better now that I even have just a little bit more pop to my eye, adding in that eyeliner. I'm going with my favorite lashes, Wispies, Ardell Black. I count for an 8 to let it dry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Give it a nice little blow. And then try my best to do it right the first time. Okay, that was actually pretty solid. Let it dry, let it dry. Y'all, I don't know if I'm just like, whenever I have an audience, I feel like I do a little bit better on things. I don't know if that's what it is or if y'all are just my good luck charm, but this eye looks bomb. Eye number 2. Let's hope I just didn't jinx myself. I always like to pull off the extra glue that comes off with it. Make sure it's nice and a clean slate for me to put my glue on. And yes, I am using one of my bobby pins to glue my lash. Alrighty, count for an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Blow. Here we go. Magnificent! Okay, let's let it dry, let it dry. Okay, so while those are getting their final dry-in, I'm gonna fill in my eyebrows. I'm using Lancome light brown, and I'm just gonna fill in where I feel like I could use a little bit of extra shape and an extra shade. That is as dark as I'll go, just enough to where the eyelashes you can see on this eye, the eyebrow is kind of missing, so just enough to where it pops, you know that I still have eyebrows. But other than that, that's all I really do with my eyebrows. Just filling in, especially on the inside. Awesome sauce. Okay. There we go. Eyebrows are on. We're gonna add in just a little bit more of a shimmer. We're gonna add in those same 2 colors and this light pink now. That's gonna be our final little lid shimmer touch. Just add in a little bit of openness and brightness into the eye, and that'll really accentuate the dark crease that we have. And then I'm gonna do one more final crease touch. So taking my crease brush, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up and over. Now I'm going to take this eyeliner and I'm going to fill in where my eyeliner is already and where the eyelash is. There's some makeup and just space there, so I like to make sure that it's blended all as one. So that means even going into the inside of the waterline of the lash line, I always like to cover up where the lash is glued too. So that does sometimes make the eyeliner thicker. Blending it in all as one, having it separate. Doing the same on the other side. Okie dokie. Now we're gonna add in our concealer. I'm using Maybelline's Fit Me Fair Pale. I just really thought, honestly, people use concealer to cover up their dark circles, and I was like, I don't really have that. Like, my base does that for me. But now I understand why it makes the eyes pop. And we want to make the eyes pop. So, again, dab, beauty dabber, not blender. Taking the little baby one this time. Now I'm gonna take my rounder side of that concealer dabber. I'm gonna just let that concealer set in. Okay, concealer is popping. We're gonna do the eyeliner waterline on the bottom. Taking it to that same point, not too far in, to keep it nice and open. Then, here's my trick. I take my smudge brush from it, and I'm gonna smudge the eyeliner down to darken up that eyeliner line. Then I'm gonna bring it up into the crease. It's gonna make it turn out to a more purple, adding in that black into the colors that we already have up there. Now, comes my unfavorite part of makeup, is the bronzer. I'm using It Cosmetics, and I'm using the color Beach. Gotta do the face. But making sure the bronzer leads all the way up into our hairline. And then making sure we get the ears and then the neck. Now before I add in my blush, I'm gonna take that same little concealer round part and use my powder to define and make sure that my bronzer isn't blending down and bleeding. Just cut that jawline a little bit more. I'm taking my baby brush, baby tip Sephora brush, and I'm going to highlight my eyes one final time. I'm gonna use this white. I'm gonna use it to take a little bit of shimmer up under the arch. Get a little sparkle right there. Not too much. Just a nice little complete finish right there. And then I'm gonna take this white and the light pink that we added in at the very end, and I'm gonna mix those and put it in the corner of my eye. And when I do my corner, I always kind of like to bring it in to where it meets the eyeliner. We just want to make the attention all about our eyes. Especially when performing, you want to flirt, give a little, so it's all about the eyes. One more thing with my eyes, last but not least, is Better Than Sex, finishing up with my mascara. When it comes to mascara and falsies, you only want to do enough where your natural lash is blending in with the falsie. You never want to over mascara, because then it'll clump your falsies together, and we want to make sure that they're still nice and flared, nice and natural looking. So I'm using my other favorite mascara, and I'm going to use this to do one more layer on the top, and then just a quick little brush on the bottom lashes. I'll go side to side with the tip of the mascara, but like the point, but never sideways this way. I will go sideways a little bit this way. I just don't want that much mascara going onto my bottom lashes. Now is my favorite part of makeup, is blush. I am using Bobbi Brown's Pretty Pink, love this, and using one of my IT brushes. It's another powder brush, but I'm using it for blush. And my dance teacher always taught me and told me to take my blush into circles. I'm gonna also take my blush. I always like to do a little pink tint along with my bronzer. And now for my favorite lip, I'm using the NYX Professional Makeup Lip Pencil Pinky Rose. And I always kind of like to overline my lips. And I kind of like to make it where it's not such a prominent line. It's gonna still sort of blend into my lips. Maybelline's color Pink Rose comes in this cutie little tube. Blending that all in. Like I said, I love me some pinks. And then we're gonna finish it off with a nice gloss, our Rosy Plump, to give us a nice glossy finish. And voila! And we have just completed my Game Day DCC look. Thank you, lovelies, so much for watching, and please stay tuned weekly. Have a great week, and I love you.